Can anybody else hear him?
Nope, I can't hear
I
you.
don't think Bruce realizes he's muted. No one can hear you, Bruce.
Super excited to have everyone here in person and on Zoom. The theme is beachy, right? Because it's summer, so we're super excited. I know that there's some people that are on vacation right now. I've seen people in Hawaii, I've seen people in Florida, I've seen people in Mexico. So yay for y'all if you're watching this, and we're here enjoying our vacation in the training room. So we're excited for that. So all right, we're gonna get started and figure this thing out. Maybe.
Push left. No working?
No worky.
Okay.
Best thing is I've got you, Bruce. Yay for Bruce. Yeah. Is it working? All right, so on the tables, and you may not have one, so take a note card. Everyone take a note card. I even want staff to do this, please. Take a note card. And can you open the box? These are thank you cards. I want you to take a moment and just write one gratitude card for someone in your life. And if you've already done that this morning, great job. I still want you to do another one. Oh, pass them back. Yeah, pass them back. Pass them back. Those of you on Zoom, go ahead and take a minute. And it can be an email, it can be on a note piece of paper that you can put in an envelope. If you want to call someone, you can. But take a minute and just write down a thank you to someone in your life. It can be anyone that you're just grateful for. And I'm going to give you a couple minutes to do that. Go and put it in the envelope. And if you'd like to mail it, Casey.
The Vader doesn't have a pen. Could we borrow it?
Yes.
Can we borrow too? Y'all just can't.
It's only to the person who can see.
The old white.
From 71, but those 69.
Meat for the front.
So you call it frozen.
Hey, good morning. Come have a seat, sweetheart. Got a chair here, got a chair here, got a chair here. Anyone you would like.
First rule of real estate, if you're closing, you always have a pen. Right?
Right.
All right, so gratitude.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm good. I'm just the class.
Okay. So take a minute and just say thank you to someone in your own words.
That's fine. Monica, you're welcome to come sit with us. Come over here.
Well, she did, yeah, she did. She's like,
And if anybody wants water, let us know. We have some bottles on the fridge.
I studied microbiology.
Oh, that really good for you?
All right, it sounds like we're about done and you're not going to, you can take a minute to finish that. You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about her sharing.
Okay. Anybody want to share something that they wanted to be thankful for today? Doesn't have to be what you wrote, but just what you wake up grateful for this morning. Another day. Amen. We're not promised tomorrow, right? Awesome. Casey.
Philip and Liberty Mutual just got my client new roof. So.
Yay. Answer this phone. Thank you for that.
I'm also really grateful for the, especially like, your work that are trying to help us, help our clients.
That's awesome. That's great feedback for, the time that we're in. So if you didn't hear her, she said DR Horton has some site sales agents that are really working for a win-win and not just one-sided, which is tough right now. So way to go. What community? All DR Horton?
Fairhaven, Sierraville, Park Station.
Okay.
I mean, pretty much.
All of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Georgetown.
Great. They're great too. Just by the way, if you buy one of their, resale homes, you can call them and find out what kind of flooring you have. Not all builders are willing to share that information. So just FYI. Lily, what else? Who else woke up grateful? Candy.
Anyways, I'm thankful for all the agents that we have that get out there and do that daily grind that helps you be able to get an income. So thanks to all of y'all for doing what you do and doing it well. So thank y'all all very much.
Awesome.
I'm grateful that I was able to go see my son in Florida and then also take a quick little vacation.
Yes. I was living vicariously through your pictures. I love it. I love it. How was that sand? Was it nice and hot? Hot sand. All right. Who else? Anybody else? Wake up grateful.
I'm grateful for the people that God keeps placing in my life strategically that are there to help me readjust.
Amen. That's awesome. That's really awesome to notice that as well, to be aware. Who else? Anyone else? Melissa.
I'm grateful we're having our first in-person meeting.
Yay! I think that this is important, getting back. I think we learned about relationships. Anybody else learn about relationships when you're stuck home with people for almost an entire year? We have to learn how to communicate. We can't read energy over Zoom. Anybody have some of those moments? So, yes. So I'm so glad that we can get back to feeling that energy, feeling the minutia, rebuilding relationships in person, and yet still being able to meet people where they're at in their homes or at work or on the beach, wherever they might be today. So that's awesome. Awesome. Okay, next slide. I think I have just a quote. Working. There we
I
go.
gotta find them. I have to peek on the corner.
Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. So I think that's something just to keep in mind. If you are working through if you've done business planning, there are some processes, and one of them is gratitude, to wake up every morning and either do your affirmations, sit in prayer, and really be in gratitude. It really changes your focus and your mindset for the day, because Y'all, it's emotional out there. Anybody have some emotional clients? Okay, you don't have to raise your hand and admit it, but we know they're emotional out there. So the more grateful we are, we can come at that and be, you know, in our moment, in our presence, and be there for them. So awesome. Okay, next slide. Awesome. First transaction, Dustin. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. First listing, Patrick Wernke. I think he's had 3 go under contract since then. So yay, okay. All right, numbers. So this is important. We're going to talk numbers almost every in-person, you know, or team meeting that we have. So, and why is it important that we know our numbers? Anybody have an idea? So that we can grow? Yeah. Wow. Know where we're trending, right? Know what we need to do, what maybe our focus needs to be on, because sometimes our focus is way over here and our numbers are showing us we need to be over on this side, right? Okay, so this is the South Texas. So just so y'all know, you are in the South Texas region for Keller Williams International. And these are the South Texas numbers. Sorry, this hat, I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, closed units. We're up year to date, 33%. Best May ever. Thank you, Bruce, my van over here. Closed volumes up 65.5%. Listings taken is down 6% year to date. Did anybody feeling that in the market? Just a little less inventory, and yet listings taken volume is up 5.8%. Listings sold 33.6%. Listings sold volume up 68.7%. Contracts written, and that's up 28.3%. Y'all are writing a lot of contracts. Anybody feeling that on the buyer side? Okay. Contract written volume up 63.1%, and closed GCI up 60% regionally. So that's awesome. Congratulations, y'all. Next slide. And so the next numbers are our numbers for this market center. And so our closed units, y'all, are up 257.1%. That is not a small number. Y'all are rocking it. So closed volume, 83.4%. Listings taken is up 42.3%. Can anyone tell me why that's important for me to know and for you to know when you're looking at your numbers to see that? Market share. What else does that mean? Listings taken. Listings typically close right now? Yeah. Right. So if we're up 42.3%, where can we expect to be in our goals if our listings are consistently up? Are we going to be behind our goals? No. We're going to be ahead of our goals? Do we might need to bump our goals? Oh, Kristen, don't stress me out. Okay, yes. Yes.
Question. What's the source from this?
Okay, so for you to find this information for you is in mykw.kw.com. There's a reports button. I can show you can meet with me. Let me know if you want to meet with me. I can show you how to pull your reports. But this is all for a multi-year trend. So this is everything that Mary does. And this is for May, y'all, because it's June. And so the next numbers will be out. June will be out in July. But Mary processes all these numbers based off of the business that's coming through her desk. Okay, so these are real time numbers for May. Listings sold at 58.2%. Listings sold volume. Anybody feeling a little bit of a pay increase right now? Your closing deals? Okay, up 141.9%. Contracts written up 27.4%. Written volume up 72.8%. And y'all are making about 70.8% more than y'all did last May. Year to date. All right. Congratulations. Okay, training calendar. Where can you find the Zoom link for this meeting, the times for this meeting? Where can you find all the training? It's on kwroundrock.com. And this is what it looks like. You can click on these things, and any of them, sometimes it will have a link. Some of them, if there's no link, it means it's in person. Okay, and some of the stuff like the CMA walkthrough, that was different. So last week I did a CMA walkthrough, and that was in person, just because some classes are just better in person. I'll be doing an evening. Thank you. I'll be doing an evening one as well, just in case you weren't able to make that, because I know we have some dual career agents who are out there working full time and doing real estate full time as well. So everything's here. Keep this on your calendar. Can you scroll down to show where they can? Okay, so see this little plus sign right here? If you click it, it will attach to your calendar. Okay, so you can see, you can check it or uncheck it anytime you want. So it's always available to you. So we're like, Kristen, I didn't get that link for that class. I missed it. Right there, the plus sign, it'll attach to your calendar. You'll never miss anything. And if it's too overwhelming, as we start to put more and more on the calendar for in-person and Zoom classes, it's going to be a lot. So you can just uncheck it. Check it, uncheck it. Pretty easy? Awesome.
It updates within a few minutes of us adding, removing, or changing. So
That's
it's
right.
pretty accurate as far as that's concerned. Yep.
And and just a slight note, for team meetings, we'll be live and combo in Zoom the first and fourth week of the month. So you can plan for that. You'll see that on our calendar. The second week is a citywide team meeting that's on Zoom, and that combines all the KWs here citywide. So Lake Travis, Northwest, Southwest, Cedar Park, Georgetown, and us, or Lone Star and us. So all of those are on that meeting. There's typically anywhere from 250 to 300 people on. Nevada owned it last time for the script, so thank you for being on there. If you missed it, it's recorded on our Facebook page. But yeah, you can check it out. It's really good content, okay? The third meeting of the month is ALC meeting. That's the Agent Leadership Council, and it's here in this room. You're welcome to join us. And typically you'll just see us kind of sitting at a big table. That's like the board of directors for the office, if you didn't know that. And so that's the third meeting. Any questions on that?
Yes.
The all-city meeting, will that be, y'all be
Yes.
posted that here?
Yes, so it will be on the link there, and we typically get the link pretty close to it, so we'll update that.
I was asking, will you have it in the room, like will you have it broadcasted in the room?
Would you like that? I love it. Sure, yeah, we'll broadcast it. I have no problem doing that. Absolutely. Cool.
Real quick on
Yeah.
team meetings. So if you ever miss a team meeting, within a few, maybe a day or so after the team meeting goes live, we have it, the past team meeting recording here for you to view. So if you ever need that.
And sometimes there's really good information.
That last panel was really good.
It was
last
really
time.
good. So, all right. Hey, Ryan. Next slide.
That's not what I want.
That's the leadership.
Sorry.
That's
Technical
okay.
difficulty. There we go. Let's do this. There we go.
All right. So everyone on the leadership team, please come on up. And this is going to be our panel for the day. Casey, you're first, because I know you've got a jam. You got a meeting. Yes. Oh, yeah. Y'all need to get nervous before a listing presentation. You want Dustin?
You want the people in Zoom to see you?
Yeah, everyone. No,
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
other people
Yep,
like.
everyone. You can bring your chair if you want, Mary, because those fields are high.
I didn't know
All
we were
right,
here.
so next slide, Bruce. So I want to introduce you to your leadership team because these people are your lifeline here at the office and they're always available. And also I need to check, come on, nope, come on this way. I'm gonna stand over here. All right, so these people are your lifeline, as I said, here in the Market Center. They're always available to help you. We're gonna go over how they can help you and how you can reach them. I'm gonna start with Casey because he's got an awesome meeting. So Casey, can you tell us who you are and what you do to support the agents here in the office?
Yeah, Casey Jorgensen. I've been here for 12 years coming up. So my technical title, I'm not a titles guy, it's Director of Growth and Innovation. But essentially I help Kristen and Steve and the rest of the staff when it comes to systems for the Market Center. And then I also assist if you have like, I'm not your broker, Avis is obviously our broker, but if you have those types of questions, I'm usually upstairs. And so I love fielding those, talking through that. So.
And your team closes about how many deals? How many deals?
I think we'll do 325 this year.
So there's not much he hasn't heard or seen. So trusted resource. If for some reason, oftentimes if Avis is teaching and you need something right now, he's a great resource for that. So
Yeah, you guys can text me or come upstairs. Doesn't matter.
And Casey's also going to be running an expansion mastermind. There are some requirements to join in on that, but if you are considering growing a team to the size of expansion, please come talk to me and I can hook you up with that group. So.
Can we give him a rain doorbell outside?
If he won't let you in, he'll see it.
Cover it up.
Awesome.
You're elected
Thank
in
you,
the office
Casey.
that we used last year.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Outside your door.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so the other two up here, Avis Wukash, she is your broker, and she's available. There's all kinds of contact. This is also on the website on how to get a hold of all of us. It's on the website. But there's her cell phone number. If you don't have it, take a picture of it. You can text her anytime. Her email is there as well. So if it's a late night call, best way to get a hold of her is email. If it's during the day, a text. If she's teaching and she takes a break, she can call you back. Okay, so that's Avis, and she's your broker, and you'll see her. She does risk management on Zoom a couple times a month. And occasionally you'll see her walk through the office. She's also the broker for the Lone Star, so over in Georgetown. And she splits her time between here and Comanche. So she lives in Comanche and she raises chickens and all that cool stuff. So that's Avis. And then Steve Schleter, you'll see him here at least once a week. He's typically here every Tuesday. And he is your operating principal. What does that mean? He runs the place overall, even though I'm here. So he is the main operator, okay, and really makes a lot of the bigger decisions for the office. He's also master faculty for Keller Williams International. He is a bold coach, so when you hear him speak, he's well versed in what he says. So you'll hear a lot of bold in his conversations. He's also helping us with the mentorship for the Net 70 program. You guys will hear about that later on, not today. But so he's pretty amazing. If you get an opportunity, he's happy to meet with anyone. Really great guy. So that's Steve. Next slide. Okay, so Monica is here dressed out for summer. So many of you have met or know Monica. She is the first face you see when you walk in the door. She oftentimes is answering the phone. She is checking in your checks that come in. She is fielding calls. She is helping us with marketing and back-end command stuff. This is Monica. Monica, how do you see you're helping and supporting the agents?
Well, I'm going to be the voice that y'all hear when you give us a call here at the office. So if y'all need any help or have any questions, always feel free to call and ask me. If you need to reserve a conference room, call and ask me and I'll reserve one of the conference rooms for you. And anything else, if you need to speak to someone, or have any questions again about anything, I'm the person that you can call. I'm Mrs. Mary with the checks. So when y'all get y'all's checks in, I will inform you that, hey, you got a check and it's here for you to pick up. So that's something that you'll be excited to hear, when I hey, your check is here. So, but yeah, that's pretty much,
And I just want to say thank you because, even when my clients come in, they're always very friendly, very tall to me, and it just makes a big difference. So
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Awesome. Okay, that's Monica. Thank you, Monica. All right. And then Dustin. Dustin is here. Dustin, how do you help support the agents?
So I basically check everybody's marketing compliance. If you're putting stuff out on Facebook or your signs, your business cards, all that stuff, I look it over, make sure that you're following all the TREC rules, all the trademark rules, and everything like that. So try to keep you guys out of trouble on everything you're putting out there in the world. So make sure you're sending it to me. That way I can make sure that you're doing the right thing.
Awesome. Dustin has an office upstairs, and he also is on the Agent Leadership Council, so he's on the LC. Basic contract questions, he's available as well. He has a team upstairs, so typically there pretty much every day. He just moved into. He's gonna trick you in the hallway, and I'm gonna look. All right. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you. All right. Next up, we have Bruce, who does doesn't know Bruce. Bruce is amazing. Okay, so Bruce, tell us how you support the agents.
So I help you with your technology. If you're struggling with your technology, call me. We'll make that struggle go away so you can get back to doing real estate, right? So I'll help you with your KDB command, your email, printers here at the office, and connected at the office. Just anything really. I used to say if it has an on button, I can help, right? So yeah, just but focus on command, all the services and all the things it can do for you, teaching you how to use that, how to utilize that to improve your business. And yeah, that's me. I'm a tech guy.
Awesome. Thank you, Bruce. And Bruce also has an office upstairs.
Bruce has off on Fridays, so just so y'all know, if you need him Monday through Thursday.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Mary. All right, next slide. Okay, Mary's on Zoom, so Bruce, Mary Zoom Walt.
Let me see if I can bring her up.
Hey guys, I can't see everybody in there, but there we are.
A room full of people.
Awesome. I love the fact that you guys get to do this again. So I guess, Kristen, I'm supposed to say what I do, right? Most of you already know me. I'm the compliance person for your office. Basically, what I do is make sure that your documentation is properly filled out, correct, and signed in your opportunities that they've been submitted for review to help you get your DA so that you can get paid, because that's why you guys work so hard, right? So I just want to make sure that we support you in that. Most of you are familiar with my assistant, Jeff. Jeff Strala is, he's currently on vacation and traveling today, so he couldn't be with us, but most of you know Jeff, and you'll have correspondence with him directly in your opportunities. You're welcome to contact either one of us. Sometimes if you send us a text message and ask us to give you a call or have quick questions, we're happy to answer those questions for you by text message. Both Jeff and I work remote. I'm working remotely from Washington State, and Jeff is working from Arizona.
Cool.
So thanks for all you guys do. I know you work hard to get us everything that we need in your files, and we appreciate it.
Awesome. So big hand for Mary. Oh no, Mary Z covers our office and Lone Star. So Jeff assists her here, but she typically, like if you've done something where it's highly questionable, maybe none of you would do that. None of you would do that. So if Jeff needs it approved, it typically will go through Mary, and then it comes to me, or if it's really big, it goes to Avis. So that's kind of, so you want to know them. Okay, and they're here for you. So Mary is in Washington State, so this weather is like really hot for her.
But we are actually in the 90s and are supposed to be in the hundreds next week. It's unbelievable.
We're 83 today, so be jealous. So
I am.
And Jeff, I believe, is in Arizona. So when you guys call Mary at 8 a.m., it's 6 a.m. her time, just so you know. Normally,
I work Texas hours. I've been doing this. I do try to work Texas hours for you guys. So that means when it's 3 o'clock my time and it's 5 o'clock your time, I'm getting ready to close down for the day, but I will answer text messages in the evenings. If you have questions about documentation that you might need in a file, I've been doing this for Stephen Avis for 13 years now. So I can help as much as possible. So you got lots of support. You guys have lots of support, which is great.
Thank you, Mary.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you. All right, and so April is also on vacation today. And so she sent me an email. So she leads the coaching program, which of course focuses on getting new agents into transactions, into production. So And then she works to get them their first transaction in the first 90 days by teaching them core skills and activities. They do one-on-one coaching monthly for all agents, weekly in-person training, daily help. So that's preparing offers, negotiations, presentations, listing prep. For all y'all that have been doing this a while, you know what that looks like when you first get started. It takes how long? Like 3 hours to write your first contract. It takes a while. Review all docs. She's teaching now Ignite once a month, and it's Ignite 2.0. She's doing evening dual career training 1 night per month. Monday and Wednesday, she does coaching huddles for wins and challenges and lead generation and role play. So if anybody wants to come in and do lead gen with a group of agents, doesn't matter what level of productivity you are, this is the place to do it. So she just says she's wishing us and the team a very successful in-person team meeting. So that's April. Awesome. Next. Poor Mary's been standing up there in those gorgeous heels. Sorry, Mary.
Yeah, I've worn heels since I was 16.
Okay.
She dances in those heels. Salsa. I would think this way.
All right, so Katie.
Everybody, I'm Candy. And what I do is basically, I'm here to help you any way I can. If you're not sure who to call for what, give me a call, I can help you. If you're not sure what you need to be doing at this time, especially if you're brand new, hey, I'm stuck. Is there some class I'm supposed to be taking or whatever? Give me a call and I'll steer you in the right direction. I can also help you order your business cards and your signage and your card magnets, things of that nature. And basically, I like to keep track of you as well, just to make sure to see how you're doing, make sure you're getting all the support, love, and attention that you need. But definitely, I'm here to support you in any way. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. Give me a call, even if you need just a pep talk or, oh my God, this is hard or this is a lot. I don't know where to start. Come upstairs, come talk to me. We'll hash it out together. That's what I'm here for. Okay?
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Candy. Mary T. or Mary Thornton? You have a couple of names.
Yeah, there's Paperwork Mary and Money Mary. Y'all know which one I am. So I make sure you get your DAs. As soon as she and Jeff approve your compliance, I do your DAs. So I try and check them in the mornings. So, if they're approved that afternoon, you might get it the next day. So don't wait till the last minute. Just let me know. Anything with a dollar sign comes through my office, your agent bills, your commissions, everything. So I am licensed. I do not answer questions on contracts and stuff because I don't, use it that way. So I've been asked, just letting you know.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary. All right. Okay, and so if you don't know me, let's schedule an appointment. So many, I'm not gonna look at anybody, so many of you do anyways. We're gonna be talking about business here. So I'm Kristen, I'm your team leader. I love this role and this office. I'm super excited to be here. I've been here in this role since January. However, I started my real estate career in this office when Avis was in this role. And I remember it so clearly because I was on an expansion team out of San Antonio, and we had to see if Avis was going to accept me as an expansion agent. And so we went to this fancy hotel while we were all at conference, me and Misty Wood, who is an aunt, but she ran a huge Amanda team in City View. And so we walked in, and here's Avis sitting at the table, and I was nervous, and my palms were sweating. And she was the team leader, and she agreed to let our expansion come into the office. And boy, it was a show. I can't even tell you, it was a little bit of a mess, and it was beautiful because I learned, and she kind of took me under her wing and helped me grow. And so you'll see me here in this office. You'll see me doing a few things at the association, which is where the other half of my heart is. So, but what I do for you here in the office, so I typically coach anyone that's done 2 million in volume and up into leverage and growth. I know leverage is uncomfortable, and yet, because what does leverage truly mean to you guys? Less control. Who likes to let go of control? Yeah, that's right. No hands, right? Because we're in real estate. We control our world. And so my job is to help you figure out ways to slowly let go of control so you can actually enjoy life. right? Because you guys are here to build big lives. And my job is to make sure that that's what you're doing. And so sometimes it's uncomfortable because I have to have that real conversation and kind of push you a little bit to let go. And yet, as you start to do that, you start to see your business grow. You spend more time with your families, you spend more time traveling, and you still have an income that supports the big life that you want to live. And so that's my goal. And everything I do is for that, is to help you build your big life. So truly, it doesn't matter the production level. You can come talk to me anytime. I'm normally in my office and the door is open. You can stop into my therapy chair. We can talk and cry together. I will cry with you if we cry, I'm just saying. But if you need help with contractual questions, if you need help with anything, please come to me. If you are not sure before you sign something, please come to me first, right? Because remember that little Jeff to Mary to Kristen to this thing, try to like stop that. So other things that I do, I work with the entire leadership team just in their priorities. If they have challenges, I'm here to support them as well. I look over the numbers. I make sure we're moving in the direction we need to move because, of course, I'm accountable to that, to my boss, which is Steve, and ultimately to Gary Keller. So I have numbers and goals that I have to hit as well. And sometimes I will ask your permission to help you with that. And so when you're ready, I'm here to also help you grow your profit share downline, and that's something I help with as well. And so if you are looking to put 15 in your first line, just talk to me and I can kind of explain what does that look like, what does it mean to get a profit share check, and how does that help. We do have agents, I think, and at the height of profit share, I was seeing some agents, we had a married couple, they were getting $5,000 a piece a month. And so, you know, that could change some lives. I mean, if you had 10 grand coming in, would that change your life? Just you didn't have to do anything, right? And so that's part of what we do is figure out how to build your other income streams. So profit share is one of them. Investment properties might be one of them. What does it look like to take part in? Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to share because I don't mind sharing my number. I know that 10,000 sounds like a lot, but let's chalk it down to something when you first start out. I have a downline. Okay, and profit share money gets automatically deposited into my account on the 21st of every month. Okay, the 21st was yesterday or the day before, I forget which. Anyway, I had $300 and some change just automatically appear in my account. Okay, I did nothing for it, but encouraged people to join Keller Williams, and they listed me as their sponsor. Now, that may not sound like a lot of money to you, but for money to just appear, I mean, that's a purse for me. Anybody who knows me,
You love a purse.
you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, so yeah, I like money.
Or she's taking us to dinner just so the knows it. Okay.
That happens a lot.
So, but that's another, you know, a thought process that, you know, that I will coach you to. So as you grow your business, where are you going to put your money and how are you going to help make your money work for you? So building wealth is something I can coach you on as well. And then at some point, you're going to be coached to get a higher business level coach. And that's something I can help too. So just let me know whatever you need. My door is there. I typically always answer my phone. I even answered it at 11 o'clock. Don't make that a habit, but I will answer because I'm a night owl. But you can call me anytime with anything. Anything. It doesn't matter if it's personal or business. Okay. Awesome. Next slide. So big hand for all the leadership teams that they work really hard for y'all. Who are you going to call, right? Ghostbusters? So basic systems, processes, or contract questions. Anyone on the ALC, there are going to be flyers put out with contact information, with the ALC's information, as well as all of these people. Or Coach April, if you're in the coaching program. Technology and command, that's Bruce. So if you call me and you say, hey, Chris, I have a contract question, and then we get into command, and it's really a command question. If I know how to answer it, I'll answer it. Otherwise, it might be a Bruce question, right? And Bruce can help with that, and he's way faster at it than me because I don't practice in opportunities in command as much as y'all do. So, so he would be the go-to for anything technology having to do with any of your websites, your consumer apps, all of that. Marketing and marketing compliance, as Dustin said, that is him. So if you're going to do door knocking, if you're going to send out flyers to anyone, if you're going to mail the neighborhood, unless you're a part of Auto Connect, which is already looked over for compliance, then that would need to go through Dustin just to make sure we're not saying things we shouldn't say. For instance, value. I see that all the time. It's nothing new. It used to be a word we could use. We can't use it anymore. So if you're pre-printing stuff, like the MLS will sometimes allow you to use their flyers. Sometimes there's words on there you can't use. So just let us know. Compliance, direct compliance is Mary Z. You can communicate with Jeff, although he really does work behind the scenes. So if you're communicating with him, typically it's through command. But if you have like a contract question, do I really have to put this in my compliance folder? That's Mary, okay? Now, sometimes if you're walking through the office and you just want to stop by mine, I can answer the question. It's not a problem. But for some reason, if I'm unavailable, Mary's your gal. DAs and checks, as Mary T said, she's the money Mary. And so DAs and checks go through her. So the best thing to do is get your compliance in on time. On time, I know it's not realtor time. On time, which is 72 hours after you take a listing agreement or 24 hours after you're out of option. If you can do that, then your DA comes out on time. It's a miracle. Like you can send it to title and they're not like, you know, constantly bugging you for it. So make sure you do that on time, but Mary will run the checks through. If you have a lease, make sure you have put the proper information in. If you have a referral, make sure Mary knows about it. Just a quick email, and she can make sure that you're getting that check. Business items, as Candy said, if you order something, if you have questions about one of the programs that we use that's not technical, that's more like, hey, I forgot my password, that happens, don't be embarrassed. And we can help get you to the right place. And then, of course, contracts, compliance, and like the uh-oh stuff. Uh-oh, this happened. I don't know how it happened. It happened. Then, obviously, broker, Avis, that's your big one. So if you really need to know, if you've got a sticky deal, if you're really not sure, go to Avis. Do not pull agents in the office. I'm going to be like serious moment for a second. Every agent will do this differently. Whatever it is you're asking, every agent will do it differently. If you want to know the right or wrong answer for the person who has to back you in court, that is your broker. Clear? So if you go to court and you say, well, Diana told me, Avis is going to be like, well, she's not your broker. Right? And that bus is heavy, right? So your E&O insurance will cover you. You need to talk to your broker. If you're unsure, you want to test the waters, you want to call me first, or my door is open, you can call me and I will tell you what the next step is. We need to talk to Avis, or this is the next process. Sometimes I've seen it before, sometimes I haven't. You know, we have agents that have done business for 40 years and still have crazy stuff come up. So Avis, me or Casey, for the big stuff that you're really unsure of, if it's urgency, call down the line, call any of us. We will make sure, like if you're calling anybody and they hear certain things, they're going to tell you exactly how to get to Avis, or we'll call Avis for you and make sure it's taken care of. Do not wait. So if you send Avis an email, yes, she is the broker for 2 offices. She has over 450 agents. She has a few small other things happening as well. She also teaches. So if for some reason there's an email miss, don't wait. Just reach out. If you haven't heard back in 24 hours, just reach out. You can call me and I have direct line, right? So I'll call her and we'll get it taken care of. Any questions on this? Super important. Okay, moving on. Bold Local is happening. Who's in Bold? Raise your hand. Yay. How are contacts going?
So good.
So good. Awesome. I love that energy. So good. Okay, so Bold Local is still happening. If you haven't signed up and you want to, you still can. This is really the last week you can do it. So it's every Wednesday from 9 to noon in here. Bold Local. All right. Next slide. Spring in action. Who's had listings since April? Raise your hand. You've taken a listing since April. Okay. All right. So anybody that's taken a listing will go into the competition. So that ends in just a few weeks. So you have a few weeks to get those listings in, and you might get something cool. All right. Out front, if you want to check out Out Front, there's a lot of really good data and information in here for you to use, sometimes even in your listing or buyer consultation. So don't miss this stuff. It's really important. Next slide. Maybe. All right. So at this time, we're going to call in our sponsor. So Philip is going to step up first, and then we have Chicago Title right over here. So Philip with Liberty Mutual, by the way, he has sunglasses over there. Who's wearing their sunglasses? Who's got them?
Come by and get some of these Limu cheap sunglasses, because there's nothing cooler than a pair of cheap aviators. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself, say hi. Thank you very much to my clients and my referral partners at Keller Williams. Couldn't do it without you. I do office here on the second floor. I'm tucked over back in the corner. So if you ever have anything that you need as far as insurance questions, something came up that you've never seen before, you have a buyer that doesn't have any local representation, they either insure with a Lizard or Flow. There's somebody local that can be here to help them out in case they ever need anything. So just appreciate all the business and let me know if I can ever be a help for anybody. All right. Thanks.
Our lunch.
Hello. How are you guys? I know you. I know you. Oh my gosh. I know you. For sure, I know you. Yeah. I know you. So yeah, like this is a game, right? So my name is Holly Schuler. I'm with Chicago Title. I've been in the business 17 years. I was actually here when this first opened. For the past year, I've been living the Corona dream. Who else did that? Okay, why are you so skinny? That's not the Corona protocol. You look amazing.
She's not talking.
It looks so good. I think it looked good before, but no one's telling me that.
I got a dog very
I have 5 dogs. Here we are, right? So, anyway, so I've been around for a long time. Past year, I've had to take a hiatus. Title company, but I'm back against probably Kristen's trouble. Oh, yeah. But I've been around a long time. This is Becky Van Weston, Jill Morgan, those are my escrow officers next door. They will answer any escrow questions you have, help with connect sheets, title questions, commitment issues, anything you need regarding title, they're there to help you. I am as well. I do have escrow experience. I will give you the wrong information just to make them look good when they give you the right information. That's part of my strategy. Just kidding, I won't do that. Let's see. The main thing that I do for my customers is I help you guys build a business that you love, right? Enjoying how to be successful in real estate as well as managing your personal life. How many of you guys like that's out of control right now? Your business is going well, the personal is struggling.
No one?
Right? If personal is going well, that means business might be struggling, right? Right? Yeah. I always tell people your financial status dictates your emotional status. Who agrees with that? Right? When you're financially struggling, you're emotionally struggling, right? When you're financially doing well, how are you emotionally? I wouldn't know. Right, Mom? So one of those things that I've worked on the past few years, several years, is just becoming an advocate to you guys, a coach, a mentor, to help you guys grow the business that I built for you, because we don't all work the same, and still enjoy the business, right? Some things that I focus on are mindset. How important is that? We learned that more than ever during COVID, right? That was a big eye opener. How many of you guys understand how to tell your story so you're relatable to your customers, right? What about brand? You know your brand. How many of you guys go and Google, like, what should my brand be? What should it look like? Right? Well, that's not where you find out, right? There's a whole process to figuring out your brand, how to present yourself on social media, how to be relatable to your customers. And the one thing that we've learned more than ever the past few years is how important it is to be authentic, trustworthy, and be who you are, right? Be very open and honest with your situation. When you fake it, your customers will feel it and they won't use you, right? There's a lot of money on the table more than ever. Do we agree? And who thinks they're working harder than ever? Yeah. Transactions go under contract, and then what happens? They fall off and go back on, right? Buyer's remorse is happening, right?
So here are the words greedy sellers. So who says that? Oh yeah, one doesn't go your way, right? My greedy ass sellers. Right. So those kinds of things I work on too. Clarifying expectations, right? Having the proper scripts. Making sure our customers are giving us all the information. Have you ever had a transaction that you find out when the commitment comes out, they have a tax in for $98,000? Tell me about that. I love this one. I didn't know. Yeah, you did. Yeah, the IRS is on your front door looking at you like, we told you. We're still signing for you. Like, we want to get paid. So those are these two that I depend on them to text for you. Make sure that information is actually your customer, and then tell you guys how they're going to move forward to get that corrected. Right? And there's tricks and tips that I do to help make sure that those things don't impact the sale of that home. Okay? What else, Kristen? I'm the original Pop Pie Queen. Yep. I am a certified instructor with Buffini & Company. So how many of you guys know what Buffini is? How many of the other cute sales reps in the business talk about Buffini? You want your Pop Pie? All of them? So I taught them. Actually, the queen. So actually, Chris is getting our cute little Pop Pie. This one's for summer. It says, my goal is to make your real estate transaction easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's got a cute little lemon picture with a beach towel and a cup. Right? So it's high-end stuff that I bought at Walmart. Right? Because I don't think it's not the cost of the gift, it's the fact that you took time to think of somebody else, right? Time is our most precious commodity, and that's what people want. So I'm starting 2 new groups. I coach on a regular basis. I'm starting a new agent group, so that'll be, I'm looking for only 10 more agents for that group. That is for agents who want to do 20 deals this year or more, okay? It's going to be very strict coaching. You'll meet with us every 2 weeks, and we'll give you assignments, things to do, things to work on, and be a support role for you, and give you the tools that you need to be successful. Second group is for elite agents who are doing 6 million or more, or would like to do, already are at 6 million, but would like to do more, and that's a very intense training that we'll meet monthly. So 2 things to think about. Again, Holly Schuler with Chicago Title. I don't have business cards because I technically yesterday. Yes. Even though I've been there a year. We don't know each other well enough to hear that story. My previous title company threatened to sue me if I worked this past year. I'd wait a year to work again. It would not compete issue. So they just made my ego even bigger. Great. So tell them where they can find you at. Right next door, Chicago Title, walking distance. All of our marketing materials are online, but we also will have them printed for you guys. Anything you need, you can come next door and see us. If you don't have our app, it's Chicago Agent One. It's a great tool that you can use to do your net sheets, buyers, sellers, multiple offers, but it also has a cool little tool called Premium, where you can create all of your social media content for marketing and upload straight from there to your social media platforms. So it's really nice and easy to use, and they're updated constantly. So what's it called again? Chicago Agent One. I mean, Melissa, why don't you have it? We'll talk about it later. I'll be your car. Yeah, I'll be your car. Bring it. And you know where you live. Yes, I did. Everybody knows where I live now. All of my business meetings are shared at my house. I have to do everything at home. So my house is ready to sell every day. It was show ready. My kids have moved out. My husband's left me. They can afford it. That's the only reason I stay. So any questions for us? Any questions? Kristen knows all my dark deep secrets. Mary probably knows more. I saw Mary, I was like, oh God. So I told them a quick story, but I did. Okay, Mary will remember this. So when we first moved in next door, it used to be called Gracie Title. Who remembers that? Anybody? You knew Gracie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Avis made the mistake of giving me a code. Come over here. And at the time, y'all didn't have any pictures up of your leadership team, right? So what do you call it, ACL? ALC. Okay. But I had just had a party, took pictures of all the agents that were actually going to be on ALC, along with other agents. And I went through the whole office and put my picture up with different agents in Avis, all through the office. It was upstairs, all down here. Do you remember when I did that? Avis was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, only you, Schuler. And I'm like, hey, don't give me a key to the office. But the best part is it stays that way. So they have lunch as well, so when y'all are exiting, there's lunch right around the corner here, so thank you. Thank you. I need the contract, you get a plan, it's real simple. If y'all will hang out for just a second, Bruce is gonna close this out, and then that way, thank you.
Good to go?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, how about some inspiration? Hear from John Maxwell today about kindness.
Hi, John Maxwell. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. Let me give you my favorite kindness quote, okay? That's the word today is kindness. Al Capone said you can get a lot more done with a kind word and a gun than you can with a kind word alone. I love that. It just cracks me up because I think there's a truth perhaps in that. But I can also tell you that a kind person is someone that we all greatly value and appreciate. I can think back in my life at times when I needed some kindness on my soul. I needed somebody to just sit beside me and basically say, I understand what you're going through. I care for you. I've had a lot of friends who have shared with me that they remember kindness as a virtue and an attribute more than any other value. And I can understand that. Because when we need it the most, it stands out the clearest. So who do you have around you today? Who do I have around me that just needs me to spread a little kindness to? Now you think about that. When Minute with Maxwell is over, you go give them a kind word, do a kind deed. It'll not only lift them up, it'll lift you up. Thanks for being with me today.
That simple message, right? Tell someone, well, we wrote it earlier, right? But yeah, just the importance of kindness. There we go, stop. Yeah, just the importance of being kind. Lights, maybe. Oh, sorry. That's all I got. Be nice.
Awesome. Thank you all for being here today. There's food out there, food in here. If you need me, I'll be here in the office. So
We always. I need a water, man. Yeah, I want to.
How are you?
How you been?
I'm still here.
That's good. I'm glad. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Great.
You guys doing good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just good.